Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. In today's video, we are looking at some valuable pennies that you should always be on the lookout for. What these pennies have actually sold for, coin prices, all that good stuff. I'm going to put a couple of my pennies underneath the coin microscope. That way you guys can see them. And yeah, let's just hop right into it. Alright, so first let's check out the 1933 wheat penny. So in 1933, you have the no mint mark and the D mint mark. You see over to the right, they produced over 14 million of the no mint mark and just over 6.2 million of the D mint mark. So the D mint mark is going to be more sought after in comparison to the no mint mark for the 1933 wheat penny. So let's look at a 1933 D mint mark. Now you can see that this coin has definitely been circulated. It's not in a mint state grade. It's graded at an extra fine 45 by PCGS. And this coin here only sold for around $40 US, so not a lot of money. However, if you look at the same exact date and the same mint mark, you're looking at over a $7,000 coin. So a 1933D that sold for $40, this coin sold for over $7,000 because of its grade. It's graded at a mint state 67 red. If you guys are not familiar with red pennies versus brown pennies, be sure to go check out that video that I uploaded about a month ago on my channel. So make sure you guys go check that out. And like I said, this coin, extremely high grade. That's why it's valuable. Now if we look at some pennies that sold on eBay, these are 22 1933D Denver minted wheat pennies. So you can see that they're definitely been circulated, they're not in the best condition, but hey, this is the way I look at it. If you could sell 22 cents for over $35, then why not do it? It costs barely nothing to ship these things, and it's 22 cents, so you made a pretty good profit there. But if we look at another coin that sold on eBay, this 1933D wheat penny. Now this coin has not been graded. However, it is in very, very good condition, as we can see here in the images displayed. So I would imagine someone that bought this coin would definitely have it graded. This coin here only sold for around $65, but I think it would sell for more depending on the grade once the coin has been graded. Now for a 1933D, this coin here has got a grade of a mint state 66 red. So again, a very high mint state grade. And because of that, this coin sold for over $275. And for the 1933 no mint mark high graded version of this coin, now this coin is graded at a mint state 67 red, so of course that's where all the coin's value is in its grade, and this penny sold for over $6,000. 6,000 US. Alright, so I got a couple pennies here. I'm going to show you a couple things to look for on your pennies. But definitely go check me out on Instagram, Couch Collectibles on Instagram, where I post all of my coin collection. So if you guys want to see the personal coins that is in my collection and collectibles that I own as well, be sure to go follow me on Instagram. Alright, so now we're going to put these underneath the microscope. So this first one here is a get this $2 bill out of the way. I'm going to do a giveaway with that $2 bill, one of these live streams. By the way, if you're not... if you haven't been to a live stream yet, make sure you press the bell on my channel. That way it will notify you when I go live, and we will be doing those live streams very soon this weekend. So get ready for that. Alright, so here we go. This is a 1969D. Now what you want to look for, of course, is doubling. So this coin is not actually the double die. I wish it was. That would be awesome. I would have it graded. But we're looking at the reverse on this coin. So what you want to look for is that no FG. See that no? There's no FG there next to the building. For an example, here's one with the FG initials. Look to the right there. See the FG? Now this one here is missing the FG initials. So you always want to look for that on your Lincoln pennies. Very simple thing to look for. All you gotta do is get a USB coin microscope. I got them available right now on couchcollectibles.com. Now here is a 1957 wheat penny. Alright, so what makes this wheat penny a little bit special is that it has a die break. So right there, you see the B-I-E. That's why it's called the buy penny. It looks like it's a B-I-E because of that little cud there from the die break taking place. So look in between the B and the E. You can see that they're very, very noticeable. Always look out for those pennies as well. But let's get back to some more pennies that you should always be on the lookout for. Up here is a 1942 Lincoln cent. Now you would think 1942, how could that be valuable? There's tons of those made. However, this one was actually struck on a thick planchet. So that's gonna give the coin value, and that's gonna make the coin weigh 4.11 grams. Now, copper pennies issued before 1982, I have a whole video on the 1982 penny, copper versus zinc, but before 1982, the copper issued pennies only weighed 3.11 grams. So to understand if you guys have a penny that's struck on a thick planchet, all you guys gotta do is put it on a coin scale. I sell those on couchcollectibles.com. Link is always in the description. Now because of that, this penny sold for over $1,600. Moving right along to a 1962 Denver minted Lincoln penny. Now this doesn't have the highest grade. I know you guys are familiar with the high graded coins that I show you on some of my videos that sell for thousands of dollars. This one, however, has a full brockage on the reverse. So if we turn to the back of the coin, you can see that the Lincoln Memorial design is not there because of that brockage taking place. You can see the front design of Lincoln coming through there on the reverse. Now because of that mint error, this penny sold for over $515. Moving right along to my favorite coin of the video. This is a 1965 Lincoln penny, and it's got a dropped letter A on the reverse. So here's an example of that. You see the A there at the corner of the Lincoln Memorial Building. And this is actually a mint error, guys. I know a lot of pennies you guys see out there, people stamp stuff on them after the penny was already produced. However, this is actually a mint error. So this penny here sold for a little over $160. Moving right along to a 1999 Lincoln penny. Now this penny has been double struck and it's been flipped over in collar. So we could see that here in the image displayed. If we look here on the front of the penny, you could see the reverse coming through Lincoln's head and his chest there. And then you could see the 1 cent there on the left side of the coin where Liberty is. So if we go to the reverse of the coin, you can see the front design coming through there on the reverse. If you look there in between 1 and cent, you can actually see the word Liberty from the front design of the penny. Now, this penny here sold for over $285. Next up is a 1909 Vdb Penny. So, very cool. Now, if we zoom in on this one, you can see that it's been double struck with the flip over as well. And of course, this one has the wheat penny reverse, so you can see the wheat stalks there at the bottom of the penny, and you can see the 1 cent there going through Lincoln's head and his back there. Now again, if we go to the reverse on this one, you can see Liberty there at the top of the coin, right underneath the L and pluribus. And you can actually see the date 1909. You can't really see the 9, but you can see it right there under United States of America. So that's pretty cool. Now this penny here sold for over $1,900. Now first off, for the 1954 D, this is what you want to look for. If you don't have a USB coin microscope, I have them available on couchcollectibles.com. Link is down in the description so you can see your coins up close like this. Now on the 1954 D, these are 3 different examples of an RPM, a repunched mint mark. So you can see that the D mint mark has been repunched on all 3 of those. Now there are different ones there, as you can see in the image display. So that's what you want to look for on the 1954 D. Now here's a 1954 D that has that RPM, that repunched mint mark. Now this coin is graded at a mint state 65 by Annex. Now this penny sold for over $125. Now here's the same exact coin, repunched mint mark, and this one here sold for over $320. Now if we look at a 1954 D that doesn't have any types of errors, it just has an extremely high grade, a mint state 67 grade. The coin grading scale only goes up to 70. If you're not familiar with coin grading, just be sure to type in coin grading Couch Collectibles on YouTube. Watch my coin grading videos on that. This penny, because of its high grade, sold for over $7,600. Next up is a very cool coin. Now this is a 1954S. That is the buy variety, so B-I-E, buy variety, as we can see there on the coin slab. Now this isn't a super valuable coin or nothing, but you can definitely look for this. It's a die break that takes place that creates a cud on the penny. Now you can see that here in the image displayed. You see that little cud in between the B and the E of Liberty? That's why they call it the buy variety, because it looks like an I with the cud there, so B-I-E. Always look for that on your pennies. Now you can look for that on different dated pennies as well. So get you a USB coin microscope and see if you have any of those. Definitely an awesome variety to look for. This coin only sold for over 10 bucks, so nothing too crazy. But let's move on to the 1954S. Now this is the S RPM repunched mint mark. So we can see how that mint mark has been repunched on there. Here's an example of a 1954 S RPM. Now it didn't sell for big bucks or anything, but it sold for over $14. But always look out for the RPM. Definitely an awesome coin to look for. Moving on to a 1954 proof penny. Now this one is graded at a proof 68 deep cameo, so almost a perfect grade, as the coin grading scale only goes up to 70. This is graded at a 68. So very, very nice coin, pristine condition here. Now this penny here is, because of the high grade, sold for over $13,000. Here's an example of the 1954 no mint mark. Now this penny is solely valuable, again, because it has a high grade of a mint state 67. So this coin here sold for over $31,000 because of the high grade. Till tomorrow, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.